Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This afternoon, I'm honored to be with Maina. For those who know him, a legend. The guy who spent a lot of time out of the country. He's achieved a lot. And today, hi Nick, how are you doing?
Oh, hi. How are you, Colin?
I'm good, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for welcoming me.
Yes.
Yeah, and thanks for crashing into our activities today.
Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to come in and see what you're doing here. Of course, to capture one or two, three things. Somebody can learn what you're doing. They can benefit. Somebody has never seen these things happen, and probably it will be a very nice thing to do.
Good. Thank you, and welcome.
Yes.
Today we are silaging. It's late in the season. The maize is hardening, so this is the correct time to silage.
Okay.
Silage is a feed for animals, mostly cows for milk production, but can also be fed to small stock like goats, sheep, even chicken. Chicken can take the grains of the silage.
Okay.
But of course, most of it is for animals that forage.
All right.
So today we are in someone's farm who approached us to do some work for them. So we are contracting for a lady. Ladies have really taken over the country.
Sure.
This is a lady, a prominent lady that most of you would know. We've been doing, this is maybe the 12 acre. About 1 acre to go.
Okay.
We are done.
Thank you.
So we are happy to be here.
Yeah.
It's a very expensive process. Requires very expensive equipment. For those of you who you'll see this in the channel,
Sure.
we have 3 tractors working.
As you can see, those are the tractors in action. That one is preparing to carry. Those are loading and chopping. So I'll go to the center here. We see the type of maize which we are cutting. Afterwards, the tractor comes inside, you're able to see an up-close shot of what the tractor is doing. Thank you. Let's go to the maize. Yeah, I can see the noisy background. So that is the beasts doing the work. It could be kind to show us the machine is invested in to be able to give the best out of the best of the silage. Thank you. So let's go and sample probably Nick will take us through the stage of maize that is silaged and probably why. So Nick, probably show us the type of maize that you are silaging, and probably you tell our viewers why you go for such maize.
This maize is actually an excellent crop. It's a wonderful crop. It has really challenged us. It has challenged our machinery. It has challenged our workers because it's really good. We can look at the crop itself. You can see the height. Both of us here are 6 foot.
Yes.
And you can see there's another 4 feet up
there.
So this is about 10.
Yes.
That makes really good silage because you get the volume. But not only that, the cob, look at these cobs. This is a wonderful cob. This is about 1 foot long. And the growth stage is just perfect. It's just past the milk and into the dough stage. So your finger can't really get in. Your nail. Silage is in the crop itself. So this maize, this excellent crop that you can see, it's almost a foot long, like the ruler, the 12-inch ruler. Look at that, it's wonderful. This is crushed by the machine. It cuts the stalk, takes it in, then we have a device called the corn crusher. The corn crusher pulverizes the maize to the point where you don't see anything at all. And that is incorporated into the stalk and the leaves, all that have been mixed up by the machine. This is what you call a whole crop silage. And why do you need what you call the corn crusher?
Yes.
The corn crusher makes the nutrients available. An animal, and in this case cows can't take in the seed whole. So it needs to be pulverized or crushed so that when it's in the rumen, all the digestive juices can access it and make the nutrients available.
Yes,
So that
thank
is
you.
what it is.
So I presume this looks like it's a blender. What we use as human beings, we blend things
Yes.
for ease of digestion.
It is a blender.
Yeah.
Though you should be blending as a human because you need the fiber
Sure, yeah.
for your gut.
Yeah.
But for the cows, you need actually to crush the corn to make it available as a feed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nick. So probably for our viewers, you can see machines in action. We'll walk towards them, or we can wait for when they're coming this side.
Yes, we will wait
So that we
for them.
can get a good shot for you guys. You get to see an up-close look of what the forager or the crusher.
Yes,
is
both,
doing.
both the crusher and the as part of the forager.
Okay.
But in the meanwhile, as we wait, let's look at the crop itself.
All right.
Why are we saying it's an excellent crop? Section, this land is virgin. It is virgin, so it is bound to have a few errors here and there. But what is important, and you can see the spacing of the cobs themselves, the spacing of the stalks. These should be about 6 inches minimum, and maybe and maximum of about 8 inches. So that gives you a population of about 30,000 stalks per acre. That gives you an excellent crop. But as I mentioned, this is a virgin land, so because of its preparation, the seedbed was not perfect, so the germination was not perfect. However, irrespective of that, it's an excellent crop.
For sure. Yeah. When I came here, the first question I asked myself is, why convert this nice crop to silage? But now, as you put it, of course, you invest the best to get the best.
Yes, you do that. And then the other thing as well, this is Tarakwo. Tarakwo, we the farmers have invested in a processing plant. And I think you'll get a chance to showcase the
For
plant.
sure. I have to do that.
Where all these milk ends. Now, our milk is number one. Mostly because the pastures are still pristine, and we supplement our animals with the silage. Yeah. So,
Wow.
so that investment requires milk, and that milk can only come from somewhere, and part of it will have to come from our maize.
Sure.
Yes.
Sure.
And it is a great value
Yes.
because the maize is converted into milk, and the milk converts into money.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
good.
So-
What would you advise, I would say, the young guys, the guys who are working in air-conditioned offices right now, the guys probably who are home saying there's no work? What do you advise them to do to tap into this, I would say, white gem called milk?
Okay, it's daunting when you look at this. All these investment, the kit that we're using, the kit being the tractors, the machinery, and all the supporting stuff. It seems daunting, but it's not. All these can be scaled down. And even myself, I have smaller units, and we will visit those.
For sure.
Hopefully, maybe tomorrow we can have a look
That
at
we have
that.
to do, yeah.
That-
He has a fantastic farm setup. He has very nice breeds that you will have a look going forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for the young people, if you have access to land, or if you can partner with somebody who has land, and invest. Of course, this is not like putting up a building. Well, it's the same as putting up a building.
Yeah.
It takes time. You have to set up the foundation. You have to put up the walls. You have to roof it, finish it. It's the same thing in agriculture. You need to do that. You have to set up business plan, just like any other plan, and then fill in the meat.
Sure.
And it takes time, but if you invest it over 2 or 3 years, you realize results very fast.
Wow.
And it is very, very rewarding. Not just the monetary value, but also the time to be out in nature. Look at all this.
So these are machines at work. Gets very noisy, but I'll let Nick probably show you what's happening.
Okay, welcome again. These are the machines that we're using. Over here we have a TS 120. TS 120 is a 120 horsepower New Holland machine. It's propelling what we call a trail forage harvester. In this case, we have a Solar TC75 with a tipping trailer. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a door, but it works. So the forage harvester is a class Jaguar 61 trail. can see a few losses. This is terrible. We shouldn't be having that. But soon the other tractor will take over on the other road. Thank you.
That is the TS 120 plus the forager, I would say, taking shape to now start foraging and cut down the juicy, very nice maize, while the receiving tractor now gets into position. So Nick will explain what's happening.
Now we switched over. The other trailer, the other tractor has left. Now we have a TD80, which is also pulling a tipping trailer. A tipping trailer is able to discharge the contents on its own without having much intervention, manual intervention. So now they are aligning themselves to take the two rows that will be taken over by the forager, and then it will eventually be spat onto the trailer. So in a minute we will continue.
Yes, let's walk towards it and see what the gentlemen are doing.
Okay, the TS doesn't have its shaft. Today it's topless. Yeah, it's topless. It's showing up its muscular engine. The reason is it had a faulty pump. The diesel pump is below, and it was unable to suck the fuel from the tank. However, we realized that if we put it in a container elevated, it was able to function. And so it's been working like that. Well, we've received a new pump. We figured there's no point messing around with it. Let it work the way it is. At the end of the season, we will restore it fully to its beauty. And then we also use the older tires because it doesn't sink. So that's why you see the cleats are sort of finished. But after that, we put it back into the Just look at this. This is like 4 feet tall.
So hi guys, as you can see, the tractor is now full. We are now going to the clamp, aka to offload. See you soon. This is the clamping area. We will offload the silage. This is a tipping trailer, so it'll be an easy, just drive, park and offload. Tractor now is taking position to offload. Yes, so now this gentleman will open the doors and we're ready to offload. Go.
Welcome back again, guys. Now we are at the clamp. The clamp is where we bring the silage material. The tractor that was working in the field is now here. The trailer is a tipping trailer, so you'll be able to see it tip up and then discharge the material onto the clamp, adding to what had been brought before. And then all this will be buried. First covered with plastic sheeting. In this case, we are recycling covers from greenhouses, and that's what we'll be using to cover it so that it undergoes what you call aerobic fermentation. That is, the air is excluded, and that way the silage can now ripen in that process. So you can see the profile of what came from the farm. Very nice, and you can come in closer. So let's wait and see the tipping of the trailer. There it goes. As it tips, the materials start now coming out, which will then be added as a layer, a new layer on the clump. Unlike the Western world, where we have a lot of equipment, here we still do a lot of manual work. So this will be added on top and compacted using this tractor. But of course, there are other novel ways, more advanced modern ways of doing it. But this suffices for us. Thank you.
So they're now spreading the silage manually to give it an even look. For one, we're bringing it in different batches, so we need to get even distribution of every batch on the silage mound or the clump. This is how we spread before we now start the compacting. The incoming tractor will now do the actual compacting. This is a very heavy tractor, guys. It gives it a perfect compaction to remove all the air bubbles, so it gives it more life. FYI, the silage can be consumed for about 2 years if there is no ingress of air or water. You can see it does several rows to ensure that we get an even compaction. So it will do several trips, and on my right I'll show you the final product. This was what was worked on earlier. You can see it's a very big mound. This will feed these cows for probably 1.5 years. This is what is being used currently to feed the cows. I will open it just for you to see. Oh, smells very nice, guys. I wish you could come in and see what you're smelling here, or feel what you're smelling. It smells very nice. It's very hot inside here. Very hot. That is it for me. From our patron.
Alen kongoi mtoe kabrani cha kobwa nikoshuhudian atya ko video sikonet biikab Kenya ak dunia mzima ole kichoptoi silage chekororonen ako che quality. Asanteni sana.
Kongoi. Yes, now let's get the views from this gentleman.
Now you are welcome. No matter which part of the world you come from, you will always come back for more milk here after feeding the cattle. Thank you.
So, once you have milked your cows, this is where you run to with your milk. You take your milk to Tarakwo Dairies over here. is where milk from the farm ends up. Tarakwo Dairies. That is the entrance to the dairies. Inside there, they produce a variety of products, yogurts, among others. I will take you shortly to their shop, I would say their vending shop, where you'll be able to see the products and merchandise that they have. Welcome to Tarakwo Dairies. As you can see, it's just next to the highway. You'll be served by, I would say, very happy staff. And let's look at what they have. So welcome once again. As you can see, they are very happy staff, very well motivated. And you can see they have very, very well stocked fridges, ranging from yogurts, which are very pocket friendly. You can see vanilla, strawberry. You can see also other nice flavors. They also have mala or lala milk ready for you. Thank you. Feel free to walk in and also enjoy their freshly served milk direct from their vending machine. They serve according to your pocket. Karibu sana Tarakwo.